Hello everyone. Who doesn't need a repository of fast recipes that you can make in a hurry? Apparently they needed that even in the 1950s. So I thought it'd be really fun to look at that. So let me go ahead and show you what I've got going on the counter over here, what we're going to be doing, and then we'll do a little quick look through this really cute cookbook. This is actually from my grandmother's collection. She could not remember where she got it or if she'd cooked out of it or not, but I'm sure she did because, you know, this would have been right up her alley. So let's go ahead and get started. And here we are, all the ingredients. As I said, this is almost next to nothing in terms of some of the recipes we've done in the past. And this is going to be dessert along with some vanilla ice cream. So easy peasy. This is what I took it from. This cookbook has little menus. And when I saw heat waivers, I knew that's the one that I wanted to do. So we've got avocado stuffed with chicken and ham salad. You can put it on shredded lettuce. I'm not going to do that. You do have little butter sandwiches to go with it. I've got some gluten-free homemade bread. I'll be doing that. And then peach melba. That's what this is going to turn into. We have no cooking whatsoever, which is going to keep us nice and cool through this heat wave. And I wanted to show you a close-up of this particular cookbook cover. Isn't that so cute? I love that red stove. So I've already got the chicken out of the can into this bowl, and I just broke it up with my fork. And now I'm just going to finely chop this ham up. Okay, now all this is going to go in the bowl with the chicken. Now we're going to chop up the olives. And these are pimento stuffed with no seeds. And I'm just going to roughly chop them up. And also, I am doubling this recipe so that I have more leftovers than what the recipe would have left me with. And in goes your olives with the chicken and ham. And that's all the chopping we have to do. So now we just add our dressings and mayonnaise, and this is completely done. Now I'm going to eyeball the French dressing, which may get me in trouble later, but there's one. You're really adding this by tablespoon, but I'm just going to kind of do it to taste. And that's our last ingredient. So that took me, what, all of 5 minutes? So this is an awesome recipe. And there we go. We'll set this aside for when Mitch comes out for his lunch break, and hopefully it will actually taste good. And while we wait, let's take a closer look at this really cute little 50s cookbook. You can see here it only cost my grandmother 75 cents. That's barring if someone didn't give it to her or she picked it up in a yard sale somewhere. You can see it has a very 1950s aesthetic to it. We have lots of little illustrations. And we also have very busy table settings. There's a lot of food going on in here. By the way, this was copyrighted in 1951. So very early in the 1950s, and still probably, you know, recovering from the war years and some rationing. And we go almost immediately into the recipes. This really is over 1,000 time-saving recipes. Now, whether you want to make all those recipes is another issue. We have some very 50s food that I don't know would survive coming out of the decade. But a lot of the other ones do actually look pretty good. So if you do come across this on eBay, I would say this is a pickup because it's been a really fun one to look through. We have lots of sandwiches, which is very good for summer months. We've got some good soups. We have lots of recipes that uses canned chicken to save you some time. So all in all, very cute. And here's a look at some other books that they're wanting you to purchase from them. And then we have this really cool advertisement for Today's Woman magazine. And you can see here down at the bottom, it was only 25 cents a copy, and I love that photograph. So I would say if you're a cookbook collector and you see this on thrift books, eBay, or used bookstore, go ahead and pick this up because I think you're really going to enjoy it, and it's just really fun to have in your collection to look through and cook out of. And I almost forgot, something that I really thought was fun about this one is each page on the corner here has a cooking tip. So here we have a drop or two of hot paraffin placed in the stem end of citrus fruit is said to keep it fresh longer. And it's filled with all kinds of little cooking tips like that. Also cleaning tips. And I just thought that was really neat, and I really like the illustrations that goes along with each one. All right, Mitch is out, so we are ready. I've got my avocados halved. I'm going to serve them on my vintage 1950s Pyrex. And all we do is carefully add that to the top of the avocado. And then you serve it with your buttered toast. We're eating light right now because we've got dessert that's going to come up right after this. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Mitch has already asked, how are we supposed to eat this? And I just said very carefully. I really just don't even know. I think we just stab it and scoop it out. Ready?
No. I'm trying. Okay.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. New favorite lunch, I think.
That's a really, yeah, that's got a lot of flavor in it.
Yes, a surprising amount of flavor for as few ingredients as I ended up using. You know, I mean, this recipe, like I said, is just very short and sweet, but yet it has a really, really good flavor. It packs a punch. And no cooking, no heating involved. So that makes it even better in my book. Every bite just keeps getting better and better. Yeah. It's kind of addictive. Like you just kind of can't keep from wanting to shovel it in your mouth. So, okay, awesome. This is something I would definitely make again. I highly recommend it. We're going to go ahead and finish this up so we can get to our, what's going to be an even quicker to make dessert.
Ooh, okay.
And it's dessert time, 1950 style. So this is going to be probably the fastest dessert we've ever made on the channel. You just put some peaches at the bottom of a bowl, scoop some vanilla ice cream on top of that, and then drizzle some Seedless Raspberry Jam on top of that. Now, I went ahead and put in a little bit of water to mix in with the raspberry jam just to make it a little bit more drippable. Ooh, that looks good. And that's it, just 3 ingredients and you're done. So I'm gonna finish this up and then we're going to give this a taste. After the lunch recipe, I actually have high hopes for this one.
I don't need many hopes for this. It's ice cream, fruit, and fruit. So.
That is true.
I think I'm good. No.
I mean, yeah, really good.
No notes.
No notes. It's just good. especially on a hot summer day. This is a perfect dessert. So for a dessert that is literally 3 ingredients and took me, what, 2 minutes to put together?
I mean, of stuff that, like, you'd probably have. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, those are probably stuff you already have.
I'm sure you can
around.
mix and match the jam and the peaches. You know what I mean? Like, if you've got other canned fruit, it's not a bad idea for an ice cream topping. Just not something we think about normally.
Yeah. Homemade jelly would be, and jam would be great for this. So I'm going to call this lunch an absolute win. I would make both dishes again, and probably will because I have the ingredients still for it. So, you know, this is something I would definitely make again. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed this little 1950s cookbook. She wasn't kidding when she said this was going to be quick. I was basically just waiting for you to come out from work, and already had it done. So we absolutely love recipes like that, especially when you're busy and it's hot and you don't want to be in the kitchen all day, you know, making one meal. So thanks a lot for watching this one. I hope you really tried this one because this is really fun to make, but also tasty. So thanks for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay cool, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
And if you like historical cooking and unusual cookbooks, here's 2 more videos you might enjoy. And make sure to like and subscribe for more foodie adventures.